So, hi. I did plan on sort of making my next video be a reaction video to Nomad of Nowhere, episode 10, which is a weird place to start. But I wanted to do a reaction last 3 episodes because I've been really getting into it as a show, and I wanted to sort of, but RT sort of blocked me for copyright reasons, even when I uploaded it to YouTube and the episode was on YouTube. So yeah, that didn't work out. So I'm going to talk about the episode instead, which is probably going to be, I don't know, it's just me saying my thoughts that I said in the reaction video, but without the actual reaction, so sorry. But I've got my notes. And yeah, so first off, I've been avoiding spoilers for a while, which is quite difficult with the internet, Tumblr and everything. But I managed, and I only saw the thumbnail, which had that ginger person who wasn't Scout and the Nomad in armour. So I thought that was pretty interesting. I was like, oh, okay, so we're going to get some explanation of who she was, which was great, because I wanted some, in these next 3 episodes, I was like, I want some lore with El Rey, the governors, whatever, some kind of lore. I wanted some Nomad backstory, and I wanted some more Scout and Toph relationship development, because, well, those 2 characters are my favourite, and I think that's because whilst the Nomad is incredibly lovable, and I'm very sad about what happened at the end of episode 9, the Nomad seems to be more a cause for people to develop than someone who's experiencing development right now. And I'm not saying that as a criticism, because, well, the Nomad's been doing everything that I would probably expect someone of their personality to do, whilst being pursued by some kind of corrupt power, run away, try not to get caught, try not to interact with too many other people, but being a nice person and trying to help. So, like, yeah. So I wasn't saying that to criticise the Nomad, but I think Toph and Scout could, well, they're the ideal candidates for development right now. Plus, I'd like to see them develop as a pair. I'd like their relationship to go through changes as they do. But anyway, maybe that'll be episode 12 or something, because that's the finale. But yeah, I'm definitely assuming that the Nomad's not dead. I'm just, yeah, unless they're going to do like a Game of Thrones did, and like, spoiler alert, they killed Ned Stark, even though he was shaping up to be main character number 1. They just killed him. Unless they're going to do something like that, which I don't think they are, the Nomad's going to come back. So yeah, but it was great because I was like, oh yeah, I want some Nomad backstory, but I don't expect any. And then we come in, and then boom, backstory, and it confirms theories that loads of people have been having, because loads of people were like, oh well, the Nomad's probably not human. Either they're a maid, or like maybe they're a Udala. I don't know if they count as human, the pointy ears, the immortality, but you know what I mean. Human in the traditional sense. But yeah, so it was like, straight up, he's a magical scarecrow friend. So that was great. I was like, oh, okay, theory confirmed, tick, So that made me very happy. and well, it's made as a protector for ginger person Melinda, and I love that. It makes so much sense to me with everything we've been shown about the Nomad. It gives it so much context, and I just, yeah, I'm really attached to Melinda, and even the dad. The dad we saw for like, I don't know, 2 minutes. That might be a bit generous. It was like a 10-minute episode. It didn't feel like 10 minutes. It was like gone. It was exciting, but yeah, like they just managed to balance like the humour and the little sweet cute things with the Nomad, and I was like, oh, I love this family, and you know something's going to go wrong, but you're not thinking about it, because like at first I was like, oh, this is really heartwarming. I wasn't expecting that after someone got shot, and then like there we go. The dad's probably dead. I'm always like team, unless they show me a body that they're not dead, but probably dead, you know. I'm at least like 80-20 about it. She's probably dead, which is very sad. And then we get this lovely little, not quite a montage, with Melinda growing up and the Nomad together, and their relationship, and her growing to trust him. Them. I'm going to stick with them, I apologise. And it's very... I do appreciate it that they've learnt a bit from Ruby, not to hate on Ruby. I love Ruby, but they're going for more the show don't tell thing, and even if someone tells a bit, one of the characters says, oh yeah, this is what happened, they do it in a way that actually makes sense for the show. You know? Like, Melinda probably would make, you know, like, she probably would make comments like, oh yeah, well, you don't need to eat, but I actually do, so let's stop. Or like, not going to talk to anyone unless they use magic, and runs off. And I think like, because they sort of show how she's tired, but she hadn't given hope just yet, and stuff like that. So, I appreciate this show. It's very much got a cartoon for adults sort of feel to it. And I don't mean cartoon for adults like Family Guy, but I mean like a cartoon, but with just, well, blood and people getting shot, yes. But yeah, I got very attached to Melinda, and as we see her grow up, it's interesting because then she's men in blacking people about magic, you know, they have their neuralizer and they go chum, and like you just forget, and they say something and then you believe it, yeah? Apart from with that, it's not aliens, it's magic. And I really love that. I really do. It makes so much sense. You know, with Nomad just being like the only magic person, and everyone has to go and find them, and no one seeming to know anything about magic. It's like, I bought it anyway, I didn't need an explanation, but they were like, oh, here you go, here's an explanation. And also, here's a character being quite cool, and the Nomad being quite funny. And it's like, oh, nice, it's a nice surprise. And I also liked her outfit. I'm a big fan of Melinda so far, but I'm a bit concerned because she's quite likely to, well, she's quite likely to either be dead or evil now, or something. And, well, I want her to be happy. I like her very much, but I acknowledge that's not very likely in this setting, where magic people were kind of, well, being eaten by evil crowns. Yeah, and then we've got a lot of stuff in this, even little things like giant spider, you know, tick, that's a fantasy cliche they've got in a great way. It's more like a reference, you know, like a Lord of the Rings reference or something. I appreciate that. And you get more little exposition, because they say like elves and witches, and they're probably like in canon slurs maybe against Udala and magic users, and I'm not like, oh yay, discrimination. I'm just more like, oh wow, they're thinking about this. Maybe they've learned a little bit about the faunus thing, and like trying not to make it too much real life at the moment, whilst also like not completely brushing over it as like not even a thing. It's sort of, I don't know how to explain. I feel like we're going to get more info on that. It's like, hint hint, later we'll cover this, and I like that. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff in store, and I like being hopeful and optimistic about shows. I also put on my notes, love the friends, the little googly eyed thing. Doesn't need saying, but I thought I'd say it anyway. They warm my heart. And then we get something which breaks my heart, which was Melinda and the Nomad, and her like using her forget powers, which had been shown earlier, had been established, and then she just wipes the Nomad memory again, which makes sense, but it also breaks my heart. It's like, spoiler alert, Donna Noble almost, apart from less vaporizing and more I will protect you from yourself sort of thing. A lot of reference, sorry, I don't mean to reference lots of other things in this video, but that was really sad. I'm emo about that. It had to happen though. Well, it didn't have to happen, but it just made, like, for plot, you know, not morally speaking. We can get to that later. But that was so sad. I want to hug the Nomad. And I literally put like, what happened to you? Where did you go, Melinda? And obviously we know what happened to the Nomad. And, well, she left. I'm guessing she left to just go around and keep men in black and people, making people forget. And, well, I did put on here Scout's mum ? Because she's so much like Scout. She's so much like Scout. She has to be related, surely. This would be such a red herring. This would be such a ginger herring. If not, it would really surprise me if this woman had no connection to Scout in any way, shape or form. But, yeah, it makes sense. I think Scout mentioned, maybe in the last episode, I don't know, that her mum left. She only mentioned having a dad or something. I don't know if I just made that up. I might have. If do, I apologise. But if Scout didn't have a mum, that would make sense, because she would have left, or maybe El Rey finally got her, or something, you know? She actually has a reason for disappearing, so if they ever wanted to explain about Scout's parentage, it's just like, boom, we dropped this in earlier. And that, like, it's quite sad for Scout. I'm not happy. Scout's probably got some issues, but I definitely think that this works so well, because it was like, I put like, she was like, who are you going to protect now? And I said, Scout. That's what he's been doing in the last episode or two. So, wait. Yeah, last episode. He's protecting Scout now. And they're trying to like, protect the friends. And they're even like, trying not to hurt people. Like, we've never seen the Nomad try to like, roundhouse kick Toph, you know. They're just, it's so built into them to protect people and not to hurt people. And I love this episode. It's a bit sad, a bit bittersweet, but I really appreciated it. What I didn't appreciate was Dawn, Nomad waking up, perhaps remembering this stuff for the first time in years, and being lost, not knowing what to feel, and then Don Paragon's there like, ha, gotcha, you're in a cage. I just... Nomad's day is probably not going to get any better. You know. I went on a tangent earlier about how the Nomad's definitely not dead. I completely forgot about the ending. I'm quite tired. I moved. But, yeah. Overall, I'm very happy about the episode. I'm very sad about what the Nomad's going through. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that Toph changes sides and, like, because Scout obviously did, that Toph also changes sides and the three of them go together away from Dawn and his oasis, which is actually a small dystopian with some sunshine and sand, and try to find a way to take down El Rey. Obviously that would take many seasons, but I want Toph to sort of realise that Dawn is not a person who would just be like, oh, well, you helped me, so of course I'm going to convince El Rey to give you magic to save your people. He's probably one of the people directly responsible for their destruction in the first place. You know, he's quite coded as, like, what's the word, colonialist? I don't know. He's like a super pale white, like a schnee guy, being like, oh yeah, I discovered this oasis first. It belongs to me now, and now all of you people have to give me money to be able to live on this land, which no one should actually own. It's just some desert, and etc. etc. Like, that's not someone who's going to help you, is it? But I'm not saying that to say, oh, Toph is stupid. I'm saying that to say, Toph is very desperate, and that's the only option that she has been presented with. And she probably feels very horrible about it and doesn't want to do it. And if she was given another option, she would pick that instantly. So, I'm hoping she gets another option that she can pick. And she can stop yelling at people and, you know, start protecting two people that I care about a lot. And she definitely cares about one of them, even if she doesn't like the other one very much. Yeah, but that's it. That'll be, I don't know how long that'll be. Next episode, I think that might be a bit too hopeful for Toph to have such a big development that quickly, but I don't know. The writing's been pretty good. He's hoping. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment about the episode. You know, I'd like to talk about it. I feel like not many people are talking about this show, and it's quite new, so I understand that, but it's always fun to find people and, you know, see if they have any theories or anything. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day.